Greetings and welcome to Hot Copper's latest watch list. I'm John Davidson, joined today by ASX-listed Klevo Rewards CEO Alex Gold to discuss the company's latest achievements and upcoming catalysts. With the share price up over 1,000% year to date and still at an affordable entry price, it's no wonder prospective investors are closely watching. That's enough from me. Alex, let's talk about the company's share price. Thanks for joining us today. Klevo has experienced significant growth lately, crossing the $100 million market cap, up 6% at the time of recording. Can you explain the fundamentals behind this support from your investors?
Thanks, mate. Really appreciate you inviting me. It's actually exciting today because we crossed the 100 million mark. Well, look, I'm not speculating on values, but we are gradually evolving from traditional coupon-based rewards business into a fintech company with new generation instant rewards, which investors may be considering a very different growth potential of. In relation to the values, in average industry long-term customer value in Australia for fintech is approximately $800. So if you think about it, we have over 200,000 cardholders. So multiplication of that gives you approximately the enterprise value, which I'm not speculating. It's just stats.
Now, look, we've recently learned the company is actively considering a share buyback. And of course, you don't want to speculate, Alex. I'm not going to make you. But as for the company, what's the thinking behind that buyback?
Look, it actually is simple. We're allowing some shareholders who has been in the company for some time to exit without disrupting the market. So basically, that's what it's about. Without diluting, we're just allowing some shareholders to exit because our liquidity is, while the share price is growing, our liquidity is not too great. So that's what we're doing. We are considering that just to help people cash out if they want to. Obviously, we want them to stay with us for a long run, but everyone's circumstances are different.
Absolutely. Now, looking at keeping shareholders on board, perhaps, the recent C-suite changes at Klevo Rewards, we've seen some additions to the board and the management team. What appointments have been made? And for those investors at home watching, why should they be bullish on these new additions?
So basically, we're beefing up the board. Both individuals they're very experienced and seasoned, and they have very different skill sets to basically improve on our financial discipline, corporate governance, and regulatory compliance.
Now, look, the company recently put out an announcement around its acquisition of a second company with an Australian credit license. That obviously feeds into Klevo Rewards' overall mission, but let's hear it from you, Alex. What's the plan there?
On the Fly Wallet, within our cardholder portfolio, we identified an opportunity of offering credit to our customers. Now we've got within Fly Wallet, we have a credit card license on the MasterCard side. However, to provide credit, we'll need to have an Australian credit license. So that's what it's all about. It's about being able to offer to our existing portfolio customers a credit card.
So zooming out a little bit from that acquisition and looking at what else is on the back burner perhaps, or the front burner for Klevo Rewards, can you give us an update on the company's stablecoin initiative, looking at that asset class?
Look, we are working on this with the regulators and the lawyers, and we will update the market in a very near future.
You're a substantial shareholder in the company and you continue to buy on the market. That's an obvious sign of confidence. So the big question, Alex, is what do you see in the year ahead?
Well, I can't tell you what I see, but I do believe in the company, and I believe that it represents good value as an investor.
Klevo Rewards Chief Executive Officer Alex Gold, thanks for joining us today and the best of luck in the months ahead.
Thank you.